Alright folks, welcome back to another injecting session. This is my second session that I've done, and I have 4 new molds I want to show you real quick. I have 1 from Fat Guys Fishing, and the other 3 are from BTS molds. This first one is from Fat Guys Fishing. This is a 4-inch finesse worm, 5 cavity. He didn't have this on his website last I knew. He has a 5, a 6, and a 7, but I didn't see a 4, and I messaged him to see if he could scale everything down to a 4-inch, and he did no problem. So this is going to be a good finesse worm for bass. I'm hoping I'll be able to use it in some of the local rivers for trout. And I think I can get away with using this for crappie, even though it's a 4-inch. It's a pretty small profile, and some of the crappie I target in the wintertime are pretty big crappie. They're 14, 15, 16-inch crappie, so I'm thinking the 4-inch will work good for them. And the next 3 are all from BTS molds. And the first one is just your standard 5-inch Cinco. I don't fish these a ton, but my daughter likes to fish them. I know a few other people that like to fish them. So I figured I'd just get a little 4 cavity, enough so they can fish with them. And the next one is a 7-inch Cinco, big 7-inch worm. If I'm going to throw a worm, it's going to be a big 7-inch. I like throwing big worms. I have pretty good results throwing these big Cincos. And they also work pretty good for pike too. And last one is a 2 cavity 6-inch Brush Hog. Really excited for this one. A Brush Hog is one of my favorite creature baits to throw, and my daughter actually picked this one out for Father's Day. She wanted to get me a couple molds for Father's Day, so I gave her 5 or 6 options, and she picked out the Brush Hog and the big 7-inch worm. So we're going to get right into it, guys. We're going to head outside, and we're going to inject these for the first time. Alright guys, so for this first run, I'm going to be doing some new Plastisol, and then I'm going to do remelt after that. This new run is going to be a Lumisol. I'm almost out of this. We're going to do a full 2 cups, and this will give me enough to do a couple runs of this. So we're going to go in for 4 minutes. I'm going to show you guys this once. I'm going to go in for 4 minutes. I'm going to check it at a minute, and I'm going to check it again at another minute, and we should be at the gel stage, and I'll show you when we're at the gel stage. Alright, we have hit the gel stage. It's pretty thick. Just going to give this a quick stir, make sure it don't burn. Alright, another couple minutes, and we'll put our color in. Alright, we're all nice and runny. I'm going to add my color now. And I'm going to go for like an orange. I think it's like a cinnamon color. We're going to do a couple drops of orange and some purple flake. See what this looks like. And that was like 2 to 2.5 drops of orange. Just gonna do a little test run right there. It's still pretty see-through. I'm gonna do another drop. I guess another 2 drops. See what that looks like. I want this relatively see-through, but I don't want it so see-through that it's completely translucent. See what that looks like. That's a little better. Alright, now we're going to add a little bit of Lure Works glitter. This is the purple 0.025. I don't want a ton of glitter, so I'm just going to do a couple scoops. Let's try 5. Alright, let's mix that in. Little test run. Yeah, it looks good. Alright, I'm going to put this back in for about another minute, and then we're going to shoot it. Alright, here we go. First run. Holding a little bit of pressure. Top off the sprue. 7-inch worm. I bet this one is gonna drink the plastic. I didn't like how that one felt. May have had a little bit of plastic in the nozzle here. I'll be shocked if we got the 7-inch. Color looks good though. Alright, let's see what we have. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. like it. Perfect shoot. That came out flawless. I don't see any bubbles. I don't see any mispour on the legs. These brush hogs came out perfect. I like the color. Shades slightly off from what I was going for, but that'll definitely work. Alright, 5-inch worm. Came out perfect. Looks awesome. That is a perfect 5-inch worm. No air bubbles, no pockets, no micro bubbles. Them look awesome. Alright, 4-inch finesse worm from Fat Guys Fishing. Came out perfect. No problem. Much better than my first session I did about a week ago. There we go. Nice little finesse worm. Alright, now the big 7-inch worm. I don't have high hopes for this one. No. That was my fault. Terrible pour. I think what I did is I had some plastic that had set up in my injector, and I didn't get a good push on that one. All right, we're gonna go through these again. I'm gonna start with a 7-inch just to make sure I get a good run at that one. But overall, I think the color came out pretty good. All right, here we go. Second run, 7-inch worm. That's close. I can't tell if we ran out of plastic or the mold was done. All right, 7-inch worm. Here we go. Much better. Perfect pour. These 7-inch worms look awesome. I don't know how well the GoPro's picking up the detail, but looks really good. Look at them. Them are going to be killer. Then we're going to catch some fish. That's going to be a great color. It looks a little better. Them look awesome. That purple really shows through good. And what we're going to do with this plastic, again, this is just some remelt purple I did from my last video there. And I didn't have any glitter at the time. But we're going to turn this into sort of a June bug color. And I'm going to take some green glitter. This is the 040 Moss Green. I'm going to do a couple scoops of that with this as a small container. And we're going to turn this into a June bug color. Just do a quick test. Yep, that looks good. Okay, we're going to start with the brush hog. Alright, now we're going for the 7-inch worm. Alright, let's see how these did. Some of them a little questionable on. Brush hog. Brush hog looks awesome, no problems. Came out pretty good. Not 100% a June bug color, but close enough for what I'm looking for. And I've noticed that these big worms hold a ton of heat. Alright, here's a 7-inch. We have our first dimple of the day right there. All these other ones look really good. So just that one dimple, which isn't the end of the world. I'll still fish that. Here we go, 7-inch worm, June bug. Alright, let's check the 4-inch. There we go. There's the 4-inch finesse worms. There we go, looks good. They all look good. No dimples, no bubbles. Alright, 5-inch worm. This one I was a little questionable on. And did pretty good. We did have one air pocket. Like I said, I felt an air pocket kind of pop through, and it landed in that one. But these other three look good. And we're going to end off with a special request from my daughter. She wanted some white. And we're going to shoot the brush hog first. We're going to go for the 7-inch worm, and then we're going to go for the 4-inch finesse worm. And we're going to, but let's get the 5-inch Cinco. Alright, brush hog. Requested by my daughter. Let's see how we did. Alright, got a good pour. We had a little flake of brown. Not the end of the world. Came out good. No bubbles. Came out good. Maybe a little light on the color. It's kind of a see-through. I mean, it's white, but I would say it's almost like a white clear. Not the end of the world. Had a little bit of flashing. I forgot to put a nut on, which was my bad, but they came out good. Looks good. Huh. Ain't that something? Threw that in my melt pile. Meant to throw it in my water bath behind the camera. Whoopsie. Came out beautiful. No problems. And then we'll definitely catch some fish. Alright, 7-inch. Looks good. For some reason this first one has been pretty problematic. I think it's because I've been running out of plastic. A little bit of flashing, but these ones came out great. A little bit of brown that got mixed in. Not worrying about that one bit. These are still mega hot, so I'm just going to let them cool. And we're going to wrap it up there, guys. I have these all packaged and nice and neat, nice and organized. And I'll just show you guys a few of them real quick. I couldn't really get some of the shots I wanted. It was kind of dark and cloudy out, and it actually started raining just as I was wrapping up. But just going to show you guys some of these real quick. This is a big 7-inch worm. This is the June bug. And the June bug actually came out way better than I initially thought. Once I brought it inside and compared it to some of the other ones, it actually looks pretty good. And you can see it's kind of see-through. And you can see it really shines really good once you put it up against a light. Really shows up really nice. Let's see if we can get that green flake. GoPros are terrible at picking up fine detail. But I think you can see that green flake showing through. But overall, I'm really impressed with how this came out, especially for just being remelt and throwing some glitter. I think this came out pretty good. And the next one is this cinnamon-ish colored 7-inch worm. See if we can pick up some of that purple flake. I think you guys should be seeing that. Pretty good for just throwing a color together. And you can see this one is pretty translucent. I do really well with translucent baits up here in Maine. And I think this color is going to be a good one. And last one I'm going to show you real quick is this 6-inch brush hog. Really excited for this one. I do really well with these natural orange colors. But I think this is just going to be a great overall bass color. And it's even a little more translucent than the 7-inch worm, where there's not as much plastic there. But overall, guys, I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out today. It was substantially better than my first session about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. If you guys saw that video, I had way more hiccups, way more bubbles, way more missed pours, missed leg pours. Half the bodies were air pockets, and it was 100% all my fault. Nothing to do with the molds or anything else. It was just me getting used to everything. And today was much better, so I'm certainly happy to see the results. And we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.